You know what always truly humbles me? Is the fact that I used to pray to God, not for money, not for success, not to get over someone. That's how down bad I was. And I was so in my feels thinking about these bitches every second of my fucking life. I was crying in fucking bed every night, being like, God, please, like, help me get over them. I can't do this. So embarrassing. And for them too. If y'all saw the guys who throw up. Anyways, prayers were answered. But I'm bored now. And I'm like, yo, do I give myself more trauma now? Is that the vibe?
Making your home modern and beautiful is easier than you think with 50/50 RGB SMD strip lights. Bright, uniform, ambient lighting for anywhere in your room. Use exactly the length you need thanks to the cuttable design. Waterproof properties and the use of double copper make them durable and long-lasting in all conditions. Change the colors, effects, and brightness of the lights thanks to the wireless remote or the app on your phone. Change the look of your home. Order now.
These are some weird flexes of mine that no one asked for, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. I've never dyed my hair. I don't have any type of coffee or nicotine addiction. I have them every once in a while, but like every day, I'm not having them. I've never owned a vape either. I have very double jointed fingers, so I can do like that. And with my thumb, it's that. I taught my tongue how to do this. I always smell good. The day you catch me smelling bad is the day I'm dead. And even in my coffin, I'm gonna ask for a little air freshener in there. The hill that I will die on is that I truly believe friend groups of 3 will never work. I feel like every girl has a traumatizing story of being in a friend group of 3. I've come to this conclusion, and every single group of 3 I've ever been in has been a complete disaster. I've decided I'm never gonna travel with groups of 3, go out in groups of 3, have a main group of 3 friend group. It's too much like ganging up. A lot of talking shit, bullying one person. Groups of 2, that's a best friend. That's fun. Group of 4, yay. Big group, fun. 2 people could go do something. The other 2 could do something. Get together, it's good. A group of 3. What are you gonna do? Dance in a triangle? And yes, I have done that. If it works for you, that's amazing. Do I think it's gonna last? Not really. If you guys have been following me for a while, you might remember the story that I've told about the friend of mine, the close friend of mine, who started fucking the guy that I was in love with and he tried to marry her. To this day, one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done, I'm just gonna blame it on how down bad and depressed I was at the time because nothing about this made sense. While they were like hooking up and like, I'm like crying in bed every night. Like one day the group decided to invite me out to like a lunch and I went and sat there as they were like flirting up with each other, arm around each other. I think they kissed at one point. The self-respect was just in hell, truly. But it's okay because we all need moments like that to reflect on and remember we ain't shit. Because that humbling. Just because a girl is pretty and she's not talking to you doesn't mean she's a stuck-up bitch who thinks she's better than everyone. Some of us just got resting bitch faces and have anxiety. It's not you, babe. If you want to see who your real friends are and who truly like loves you, see how they treat the people who hurt you. Because when my friends get hurt by a guy or a girl does something to them, whatever, I like despise them. Like I'm like, you are fucked up. Like you are a horrible human being. You didn't deserve her in the first place, all this shit. And even when my friend is friends with them again or like good with them, everything's fine, I'm still like, how could you do that? And if your friends aren't like that towards the people who hurt you, they don't care about you. I posted a video not that long ago saying it's like a thing where people don't see their phone in dreams. And apparently it's another thing to not be able to look in a mirror when you're in a dream. If you do, apparently it's like you'll enter a parallel universe or something, so don't do it. So my thing is, even when I know my phone is there, I still don't see it. But basically last night I had a dream where I was at some like influencer after party thing. And there was like a lot of celebrities there as well as influencers. For one, I'm a big Swiftie, but number 2, I am the biggest ARMY. I love BTS so much. My bias is Jimin, my bias wrecker is RM. I love them all though, they're chef's kiss. Something about Jimin in particular, he's just such a little snuggle bug. I have a chimmy, it's at home at my parents' house, but I love him and I miss him. His dream, he was at the party and I'm like standing around and I see him and I'm like, oh my god, that's Jimin, that's literally Jimin. And then he comes up to me and he's like, hello, I'm Jimin. And it's funny because I think he's like 5'8", 5'7" or something like that. And in the dream, he was like a little bit shorter than me or like close to my height, so it like matched. obsessed with K-dramas and like K-pop and everything. Last year I was using like Duolingo to learn Korean. On the app I was doing really, really good and like advancing really, really quickly, and then I bought like Duolingo Plus, and I don't use it as much, but if Duolingo comments on this, then you know what, I'll get back into using Duolingo. He was talking to me in the dream. I was like, I kind of want to show to him that I know a little bit of Korean, so I was like, 안녕하세요, I'm Sahar, like whatever. He's like, oh. But he kept like coming up to me throughout the night, so I was like, oh, he's obsessed with me. Later in the night I was like, oh, like can we get like a picture? And he's like, yeah. And then I took the picture with him, and it was on my phone obviously, but I don't remember seeing my phone. I remember seeing the screen where like me and him were in the reflection, we were smiling, and it felt so realistic, but I don't remember actually seeing my phone. Someone asked me to help them with something, and then I put my phone down for like 2 fucking seconds to go help them. I come back, someone took my phone out of the phone case, and I had a lot of experiences a few years ago where people kept stealing my phones when I go out, so I literally had a panic, and I thought it was so real, and I'm like, no fucking way, I just got another phone stolen. But again, do you notice how I never saw my actual phone? I saw the phone case and I knew my phone was stolen, but I didn't see the phone itself.